Get out and do stuff versus just staying in your resort. The island's got so much to offer, whether it's the Hana rainforest or getting up to Haleakala.
There's always something new to see, for sure.
My name's Jake Harmon. I've been flying for about 16 years, and this is my second time with Maverick. I flew with them 10 years ago in the south rim of the Grand Canyon. That was my first Part 135 job, and had a great time out there. And then I've been back here for about 3 years out in Maui and having a great time.
So my name's Alex Miserandino. I've been with Maverick for, I guess, coming up on 4 years now.
Felix Ritigliano. I've been flying for Maverick for 12 years.
I go by Eddie. I started flying in 2005.
Can you just go ahead and just describe some of the things that you can see here by helicopter in Maui, maybe some of your favorite things?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Hawaii is very diverse. There's 11 of the 13 world climate zones here, and 8 of them are on Maui, so it's anything from a high desert climate to double canopy rainforest.
I mean, we pretty much get just about everything that you can check on the list, from waterfalls to aquatic life to anything that you can imagine.
We'll show you rainforest, coastline, waterfalls, valleys along the way, all things that you would have a hard time getting to otherwise.
My favorite thing to do is to fly into the West Maui Mountains to see the Wall of Tears, which is a really beautiful spot. One of my favorite places to show passengers. North shore of Molokai, the sea cliffs, some of the tallest sea cliffs in the world.
The island's got so much to offer, whether it's the Hana rainforest or getting up to Haleakala. I would say just get out and explore.
What do you think is the best parts of Maui to see from a helicopter, or your favorite parts?
Well, I would say just the valleys that you can't get into otherwise.
You get to see, all the valleys and these big sections of the Hana Rainforest Preserve, which is the largest rainforest preserve in the United States. And
wow.
Yeah, it's very humbling because you just, you kind of get this big expansive view, and it's hard to put into words.
So, a lot of people that go on our flights with us are first-time flyers. So what advice would you have if you could speak to a first-time flyer regarding going on a helicopter for the first time?
First-time flyers here at Maverick, the first thing that I always suggest to them is when you get up in the air here and everything, just kind of get comfortable in your seat. Don't worry, it's really a pretty lazy, kind of clean ride. It's not like all over the place. And the biggest trick is not to stare at everything. You got to keep your eyes moving around. Don't get caught staring at waterfalls or whales or rainforest or whatever's around you. It's really easy in Hawaii to actually end up focused on a certain point, and you got to remember to still look around a little bit.
Say wear darker clothes. You don't have as much of a reflection, which will interfere with the photo. Definitely dark clothes. And when it comes to out here on Maui, I would say fly maybe towards the beginning of your vacation. Yeah, because then you're really good at good layout, and you can get an idea of maybe more things you want to do.
As we fly, I would say, just enjoy the flight. A lot of people get really wrapped up in taking photos and they kind of miss the experience.
We do get a lot of first-timers, and I think a lot of people are nervous just because they don't know what to expect from the experience. They've never been in an aircraft sometimes, never been in a helicopter. I like to describe it as more of a magic carpet ride because everything's very smooth and controlled. The visibility's outstanding. The helicopters we fly at Maverick were built specifically for the tour industry.
What are some of your favorite things to do around here that you've come across within the last 3 years or so of living here?
Well, living in Hawaii, you either have to be into going to the beach, because who's not into going to the beach, right? So going to the beach, going hiking, water sports, surfing, kiteboarding, windsurfing, stuff like that.
You into any of the outdoor activities?
You have to be if you live here,
right?
Or you're not taking advantage of it. So personally, I like to hike a lot.
Several hikes that I would recommend to go and check out. Your basic ones that you're going to find very basic info on it, and you can find it just about anywhere, is for a very amazing view into the valley. It'll be the Waihee Ridge Trail.
And then there's the Pipiwai Trail out in Hana, Waimoku Falls, where you get to the base of a 400-foot waterfall. Yeah, and those are both pretty tame. And
Yeah, I mean, other than doing a helicopter ride, of course.
Right.
Yeah, there's so much to do, and I think Maui's a great island because it kind of checks all the boxes for anybody's vacation. There's plenty of beaches. There's over 80 beaches in Maui, and there's Maui's, not as busy as Oahu, not as quiet as Kauai, so you can have it be as relaxing and chilled out as you want it to be, or you can get after it and do all the activities that the island has to offer. So much to do in Maui. You could be here for weeks and weeks and not even scratch the surface. So.